opportunity and prosperity, where anything is possible and freedom is free for all. The United States has been considered a melting pot for hundreds of years now. However, it is more politically correct to consider it a tossed salad. A melting pot gives the impression that all who come here are to conform to a certain way of life, and it is all around homogeneous. In reality, we are a tossed salad because there is such a diversification of culture, religion, background, all in one. Immigrants come to America from various different reasons, all for hopes of a better life. Immigration is one of the backbones of American culture. However, it has significantly changed in the last 100 years, and it will continue to change as the world evolves. I would like to address the history of immigration, where immigration stands today, and where it may stand in the future. That being said, for the longest time, Americans predominantly came from Europe. The very first people to come to America were the Puritans and the Pilgrims. They came fleeing religious persecution in the Catholic Church. Others ventured to the New World because of hard times in their home country, like the potato famine that forced the Irish here in the 1840s. European immigrants had their largest wave through Ellis Island in the United States in the 1910s. These Eastern and Southern Europeans found it very difficult to succeed here in America because there was so little here when they came. But because of them, we now have such a strong foundation. Many people from around the world came to this country in the hopes for a better life, not just the Europeans. Unfortunately, the U.S. government tried their very best to prevent it. This was very noticeable with the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. This law was passed after the Chinese immigrants had helped build the Transcontinental Railroad, which was finished in 1869. The government saw no more use for the increase of Chinese immigrants, and bans are made a limit on how many could come into this country. The Immigration Act of 1924 also attempted to limit the number of people that could migrate to our country. Luckily, the Immigration and Naturalization Act of 1965 put this to a stop. The law saw an increase of Hispanic and Asian Americans. According to Time magazine, in 1965, 84% of Americans were non-Hispanic whites, 4% were Hispanic, and less than 1% were Asian. With a change in those who migrated, there was a change in demographics in our country. Fast forward to today. Those who are migrating to America are predominantly Hispanic and Asian. With corrupt governments and bad economies, many young men and women come here looking for jobs in order to send money back to their family who may not be able to come here. In Central and South America, people are escaping the horrid conditions the cartel has put them under. They come to America in hopes of sanction and security. We often take for granted in this country how great we have it. We are free to do whatever we want to do, be whoever we want to be, and prosper as much as we would like. A major topic for discussion in America today is reforming the immigration laws. Many people feel like they are too strict, and many people feel they are out of date and not working. Some people want to find a better life in America, and so they happen to do it illegally because they feel as if they have no other way. Illegal immigrants are willing to do whatever it takes in almost any job and risk deportation just to be here and make money for their families. There is often discussion on what their benefits should be. Are they citizens? Are they not? Should we deport them or should we not? There's up in arms about it. The controversy focuses a lot on Hispanic immigrants, but they are not the only people coming to America. For Asian immigrants, they are escaping the overpopulation, where they feel as if there is no opportunity in their home country because there's too many of them. In countries like China and India, the populations are over 1 billion. Everyone does not feel as if they have the opportunity to succeed, but here we have much more opportunities, they feel. They come to the United States to create lives for their families where they can be comfortable and secure. Today's immigrants to America want the things that we all take for granted, but how the government responds to this influx of newcomers will greatly shape the nation's future. As much as present-day indicators may help us to predict the future, there is no way to know for sure what the future may hold for our country. The demographics may be totally different from what they are today, or they may stay in somewhat the same. The country is expanding rapidly, often at a rate that people feel as if we will not be able to sustain the amount of people in our country. That being said, immigration as a whole is so important and vital to the success of our country. The millions of people who start fresh here every year they contribute to our economy. On the other hand, will we be able to sustain it? We don't know. A prediction by the Pew Research Center predicts among the 441 million Americans in 2065, 78 million will be immigrants. 81 million will be born to the U.S. immigration parents. Because this is such a sharp increase, it will be interesting to see how the country will be affected. In recent years, Asian Americans have outnumbered Hispanic immigrants. Is this due to the harsh focus on illegal immigration from South America, or what? We aren't really sure, but we will see in the next couple of years. This trend is likely to make an overall difference in the years, though. No matter which way you may feel on the immigration in the United States, it has and always will be vital to the success and prosperity of our country. There have been vast differences in the demographics over the years, and it will continue to be changing. As you have heard, immigration is a key part in America's history and has grown and developed along with those who call it home. That being said, it continues to evolve, and immigration will as well. It is important that we as Americans understand the facts behind immigration and immigrants, instead of basing our feelings off of many people's political views. Thank you for letting me speak with you all, and I hope that this has clarified some things for you.